Yo, 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 good morning, boys and girls. Are we doing? Are we doing? I am tired as balls today. Oh my god. We're starting early. We're starting early, but I'm having a bad hair day today. Officially a bad hair day today. I'm here in presence, but barely in mind, honestly. I'm very sleepers. But I've got the itch to interesting loot fever. Delve Journey 5 and still not done. Interestingly, I'm actually probably going to do quite a few delves on some of my alts today for that exact same reason. I think getting the Delver's Journey up and running will really help with the gearing for my alts and even my main. To be fair, I've not done anything yet. To be honest, but we can push this up. You've hit 5 already? You shitting me? Get your shards, because the Dun Shrine is not what I expected. What's, is that this one? Shrine of Abundance now has a chance to manifest within a bountiful delve. You may acquire the effigy of the Dun toy from Telemancer in Silvermoon City. I mean, the reason I want to get to 4, honestly, for the gilded stash. My access to myth crests is deliberately and self-inflictedly limited by the fact that I just refuse to do Mythic Plus. But of course, if I want better gear, more myth crests more quickly equals more good, you know? Shrine's basically a little dun-dun that makes your delve more bountiful, meaning that there will be a second bountiful coffer, which has its own key to it. Interesting. Dun-dun's spreading. Dun-dun's getting all over the place. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I want to do my bountiful delves. I've got 4 bountiful delves, obviously, today on my main, which I'll do probably first. That said, I might jump on a few of my other characters and start doing some delves. I might need to farm some keys before I can, though, thinking about it. But there's plenty to do. I can't believe you've hit rank 5 already in a day. Flipping hell, man, calm down. Calm down. Oh, hang on, you've posted it on Discord. Nice, I'll have a look. 500 into Renowned 5 already. Slow down, fella. Fair play. And on that note, I want to try and put some time and effort into this because I'm going to be brutally honest with people. I am absolutely itching, like desperately itching to go back and finish Palworld. Not only that, flipping Jack, man. Why does he do this? He turns up and causes chaos, doesn't he? Every time. Jack has inadvertently, accidentally, sent me down a rabbit hole with Enshrouded. It looks really fun. It genuinely looks really fun. Joe was in Elsamir's chat last night as a first-time chatter. He was banging on about their UI the other day. Jack gets himself about. But yeah, this with it launching PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, October the 15th. In 1.0, but it's out in early access now. I'm highly tempted to go and have a play of Enshrouded as well. I genuinely think, now I know this is really not going to do well for brand imaging and putting food on my table, but like I'm really thinking that 12.1 is going to be a 6-month period where we just get to take a bit of a relax from WoW, and go. I mean, I've already, you know, I've signed off December and probably most of November for GTA, for Grand Theft Auto 6. I've already signed that off. That's the thing. That's already in the calendar. But, you know, I think this could be a few months now where WoW is just kind of like keep it ticking over. There's not... If there was something really big and really special and really fancy, you know, if we had another Mechanica system on our hands, like we did when we had the Undermine, then sure, I'd smash the shit out of it. Yeah, I just don't see it happening. There just doesn't seem, what, you know, a little bit. It's just season 1 in disguise again. And I played the game an awful lot in season 1, and I've got a lot of enjoyment out of it. So I think season 2 is going to be, we're going to play it a bunch early, and then I think there's a very strong chance we will probably put WoW down, not like permanently, but we'll check back in with it 1, maybe 2 days a week, but entertain ourselves via other means. I'm almost convinced of it. Right, I'm still doing everything on 11 just because I don't know, because I can. Because I can. I actually crafted me bow last night. Crafted 318 bow. Now, of course, this doesn't use myth crests. This is the hero one, but it will need upgrading later. But I thought the the hero crests going into this now, it's probably the biggest bang for my buck on get off those early crests anywhere else. So, yeah, I flipping hell, man. I got a second hero track trinket. Two maps in a row, I've got a trinket. And you lot know how I feel about trinkets. I fucking hate the trinkets in this game. I mean, ATT claims that this one's been removed from the game, which is quite funny. The delve trinkets are usually pretty trash tier in the first place. And so to get a flipping another hero track trinket is like, ugh, Jesus. Do not start Enshrouded now, you'll fall into a rabbit hole. I mean, I'm already half in that hole with flipping Palworld. Like I said, I'm absolutely itching to go back and finish Palworld. Because I'm at the point now where, although that said, I am at the point with Palworld where it's a little bit sort of, it's not great for streaming anymore. Because I'm just kind of plodding around doing like monotonous things like catching 48 different versions of a pound to make a 4-star one. But then again, I'm like level 72 or something in Palworld. 80 is the limit. And then we start thinking about endgame. What have I got set up on this actually? I was using... There's a bit of a wombo combo situation on the go here. Codex. I should go and actually I need to go get some. I need to go get the second codex thing. Pretty rapidly actually. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and nearly 7 unlocked. I need to go get some more of these to get my second one unlocked. To unlock 8 so that I can use 2 at the same time. But I'm using this one. I'm using the gift. Because whilst you are poisoned, you apply 5 additional stacks. Now, you can make yourself permanently poisoned in delves. Which is quite fun. Because where's you go? Upon entering combat, party members become poisoned, suffering 1% of their health every minute, whilst gaining 3% movement speed and 3% haste. This basically means you're permanently poisoned, which means the corrosion trait is permanently giving 5 stacks every time it happens, and just results in a load of damage, which is cool.
Keep your wits about you.
So it's a nice little synergy. I'm fan of a bit of a synergy. Hang on, let's put you focused. Like a bit of synergy, me. Oh, I don't know how much damage Valera's doing for you lot that pushed her to 80 last week, but she's absolutely slapping already. She's going off. She is absolutely 500k DPS. Just blasting. Valera don't give a shit. Valera doing 500,000 DPS on pull. And she's like, I've got what, like 62 or something? Why did that not work?
Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Yeah, nerfing the Surge achievement is appreciated. Down to 150. But I'm not gonna lie, 150 still feels kind of crazy. They turned down the pro poison patroller as well. I think. Was this always 250? Or have they put this up? I think this was 200 and the Surges was 300. I think they've put this one up. I don't know what they've done. But 150 is still going to be absolutely ridiculous for Surges. Because there's not really any significant reason that I've discovered for you to be on the top side of the map past, like, doing a fishing daily. Certainly not enough reason for you to be milling around for 45 minutes in between surges. Yeah, a bit of a bad hair day today. I was actually contemplating not streaming today. I'm just tired. I've also got all 3 dogs with me again today, so I'm far more busy IRL. Making sure that they're not killing each other. I was, but, you know, so many games to play. So many games to play.
Casting a spell? I don't think so.
Nickelback get a bad rap, but this is an absolute banger. Hey, puppies, relax, please. Still going bananas. My pet's dead again.
Breathe deep, burn.
150 surges, bang that out in 5 days if you know life. Yeah, if you don't sleep. I mean, it's, I was expecting them to, like, go further than that and also probably make the surges a 15-minute thing. The general consensus, even though I think it only creates another problem, the general consensus via the community seems to be that 15 minutes between the surges feels about right. My perspective is that just causes people to chain them, and that will mean that people will basically AFK for 10 minutes between them, which I think is its own problem. But I'm quite sure Blizzard will cave to common opinion on that one.
Your dance is with me.
What am I actually meant to be doing in there? I'm just killing things. Reveal stuff and kill it, okay.
I don't think so.
How you doing, everyone? Welcome in. Good morning.
Wouldn't cross me if I were you. Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Grab you as well.
This is for you. Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
I can,
Casting a spell.
thinking about it actually, I probably almost want to save. Do I want to be saving? Yeah, I've just realised I probably should be saving my bountiful delves on my main character for once I've unlocked more of the journey. Whoops. To get most bang from my... That is assuming I will do enough to get to journey season, like, level 4. So then I can come back and get my gilded crests. Otherwise I'm going to run out of bountiful delves, aren't I? Yeah, I've just realised I'm going to need the bountiful delves on my main to get the gilded crests. Because I'm not going to have any keys to open anymore. Can you buy keys already? Yeah, if I want to unlock the myth... Yeah, okay. I've just realised I can't be doing this yet. If I want to get to 4... so that the gilded stashes now appear after completing an 11 up to 4 times a week. Oh, it's just a tier 11. They don't actually have to be bountiful. Does mean I'll need to run 4 more delves than I need or want to. Yeah, I've just realised I'm gonna do this on a couple of alts first, maybe.
Silvermoon students have unique ways of studying the arcane.
Quick check of the old patron orders since we're here. Maybe make that goal total move. Because it's been stuck at 37 million for flipping ages. Everybody after polished amylites. Don't have this recipe. I would just do the lot. Do the lot. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Stay. This is going to be a squirrel, isn't it? I didn't mean to start doing flipping gold making-y stuff. Did I cash in my Moxie on this dude? I think I did, yeah. I just put all the mats in the bank, didn't I? How are you doing, Satirian, by the way? I apologise if I didn't say good morning to you. I'm still half asleep. Hence the lack of camera this morning. Beggars can't be choosers when it comes to public work orders. I'm not making somebody a piece of decor though for 300 gold. You can jog on. Jog on. What's the best I could hope for out of a resource proc on that? Literally pennies. No, you can do one. weird that the Race to World First has brought almost no market increase. I mean, I've not been keeping up with it, but hasn't it been a bit of a shit show so far? Hasn't, I saw a clip of Max just, like, losing his shit. The fact that they've had disconnects and lag and have basically not been able to do any of the splits effectively. I saw one where the way that they do their heroic splits is they give all of the gear to one dude, and so then a clever person figures out who's meant to have the right gear, and then before the timer expires on the gear, everybody logs back on and they distribute the loot to who needs it. The guy that was holding the loot from an entire heroic run was disconnected and couldn't log back in. I don't know what the outcome of that was, but I was like, oh, he must be pulling his hair out. He must genuinely be losing his mind. But I mean, I think we've all experienced the fact that the 12.1 launch of the start of the season, at least, has been questionable. They were able to trade the loot with 15 minutes to spare. Flipping hell. Yeah, that's not what you want, is it? Yeah, I think you'll find that the Race to World First, like I'm never really that convinced the Race to World First has much of an impact on the markets in the game. Because genuinely, I tend to think most of these big guilds out there, they're so prepared so much in advance. Like, the big guilds are not buying tens of thousands of potions now, are they? They've got the guild bank absolutely stocked full of them. They were buying them 2 months ago when they were a fraction of the price as well. You got to remember that there's goblins in these big guilds for sure. Considering the amount of gold that they spend on a per season basis, they're probably pretty savvy about saving a penny here and there when needed. They give enough of it out when they do splits these days. And you know, every penny they save is less boosting they have to do after the race. I always imagined a few 100,000 people just watch and go dungeon runs on a whim. Well, I mean, I think the market kind of does that itself. Like, it takes... The first weekend is usually a big one. The first weekend of a season's usually big, because that's when everybody is like, right, I need to buy my potions, my flasks, my food buffs, let's get prepared, let's go in. But it's also when guilds start hitting the wall. We don't know where the wall is yet. But when guilds start hitting the wall, that's when the consumable count starts rising. And then when those guilds start thinking they might get the kill, then they start, you know, fully buffing, augment runes, the whole shebang. But yeah, there's not many people that are just like casually rocking augment runes whilst going and running normal modes. It's, you know, there's a ramp up period. This is why the logic of... This is why when you see everybody dumping all of their materials on day one of the season, you just facepalm, because you're like, dude, the demand isn't there yet. Yes, I know the season has started, but the demand is like... The demand really kicks in like 7 to 10 days time. It's usually after the Race to World First when everything is at its absolute peak in terms of price and demand. By the time the big boys have showcased to everybody else how it's done, and, you know, normal pleb guilds are starting to finish their heroic clears and are starting to work on early mythic bosses, that's when it kicks in.
That would scare you.
Historically, at least.
Not everything in the ocean is as good looking or nice mannered as...
It's my view on it, at least, anyway. Are countries 1,023rd anniversary today. What a weird number. I mean, I guess it's got to happen at some point, but jet fighters flying around, loud as hell. Woke up, forgot what day it was. I thought the Russians were invading again. I mean, yeah, it's not what you want in the morning, is it, really? Sounds like a stressful wake-up. Need to keep an eye on the mythic BOE, not mythic BOEs, the raid BOEs though. Those are going to be floating around now. Not that I think I want to dip my toe in raid BOE flipping. That's a second job of itself, because you got to push for turnaround speed in that sort of game. Pretty seriously. Four-day celebration, the whole city turns into a big party, DJ, street food vendors, etc. Hey, it sounds like a blast. Get out there. Get out there, enjoy it. World of Warcraft will be here when you get back. What I do need to do, actually, I've got a few materials that I have heavy quantities of that I need to consider if it's the right time to try and shift. These aren't like investment purchases. These were... I'll be truthful with you lot. I bought a whole bunch of materials when the flipping bot thing was at its peak. And I was like, there is no way that these materials will stay this cheap forever. So I bought a bunch and threw them in the bank then. I'm wondering if the time is nigh to sell them. Did I put them in the war bank or did I put them in the bank? There doesn't seem to be a gross quantity of anything. Oh, well, we got what? Why do I need all of these? No, they're still cheaper than expected. That's fine. Do I have any other massive stacks of something that needs consideration? What about these gloaming alloys? They're still a lot cheaper than what I want to sell them for. There's lots of cloth and stuff in there, but I don't care about that particularly. What about my bank? Aha. Scale woven hides. I could do with shifting a few scale woven hides, methinks. Get a few of those out. I got quite many copper ingots. I need the market to up a little bit before I sell those. Still feeling especially cheap on the copper ingots. Look at the amount of rubbish I've got in here from past expansions, actually. Can I just sack all of this off? I've got Dragon Isle gems still. Why have I got Dragon Isle's gems in my packs? Has it really been 2 expansions since I've had a clean out in here? This is why, if I put something in the bank, it could potentially live there for a multiple of years before I remember it's even there. Please don't forget my recommendation of the last caretaker if you take time off WoW. Is that on Steam? If it's on Steam, let me just wishlist it, because then I won't forget. Because then Steam won't possibly let me forget. also is enshrouded on Steam. Shrouded. Chill out. Shut up. Shut up! Oh. It's there. Add that to wish list. Last Caretaker? That was a demo. That's an oddity in these day and ages. He's all underwater. Please don't tell me this is some Subnautica clone. Explore a drowned Earth, restore lost systems, raise the last human seeds in this first-person survival and crafting adventure. Oh, it's all underwater. I have a thing about being underwater. It's why I don't play. It's why I don't play Subnautica. It's a Raft-esque kind of game. Alright, well, I'll wish list it all the same. How much is it? $30. Still got PTSD after Bashir. I mean, unironically, yes. Yeah, yeah, in a... yes. Right, let's log off this dude before I get stuck on this character forever. Enshroudies. Well, Enshrouded looks kind of cool. It's got an interesting art style. The building in it looks pretty creative. But before I start anything else, I want to my level of completion, finish Palworld, because I've had so much fun with that. 12.1 turned up and was clearly going to take 10 days away, at least. But I can quite quickly see that because I don't particularly care for like pushing the raid or the Mythic Plus scene every season, I will quite quickly get to a comfortable position where I can play WoW a couple of days, keep the wheels turning, but feel more than capable to go spend most of the working week out exploring further afield. And if I'm really clever about it, I'll actually start. Oh, I've got a map. I've got a map and I got the whistle on this dude. Oh yeah, I did a few. Right, this scares me to even say, but I actually did a few more Prey yesterday. Just because I want this character to have... I kind of forgot I already had a map. Well, this is why you don't play video games when you're half asleep. You do silly things. We're going to need coffer keys, I'm going to assume. No, 435. That means they'll turn into a bunch. And isn't the seasonal refresher... Doesn't the seasonal refresher give you 2 keys? Fun thing is the whistle is kind of useless if the weekly in the vault gives a map too. Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean that very much negates the need for you to... Oh, this only gives 25 coffer key shards if you've already completed it once. Oh. Oh.
Farewell.
Oh, well, I'm here now.
Let's talk. The pleasure
Maybe
is
that
mine.
wasn't the quest I was thinking of.
Let's talk. They'll never see me coming.
Oh, no, 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 I didn't want to do Valera's story. No, 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 I don't want to do all this again. No, 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 no. No, 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 we're not pissed around doing all this again. Stockpile the whistles until I have no use for the coins from the vault anymore, and then skip the vault weekly altogether. Yeah, I don't know how... This is the thing, right? I'm not sure, really, where the long tail need to play the new zone really is. She didn't lose her hat, yeah. Was it this one? Yeah, abandon that, we don't want that one. Go away. Now this dude is not geared enough to be doing 11s. My hunter, to be fair, is barely geared enough to do 11s. So I'm just going to do 8s. Because I don't really need to push particularly on these alts.
My blades are ready.
Let's check that... Okay, that's what I thought. Tank. Any consensus on what the best poison is these days? Damage reduction by 10%, haste reduction. Inflict a bunch of damage every second to all 8 enemies. Well, that one then, isn't it? That one. And then Venom Infusion. Comboed with this. Is GG.
Our enemies will fall.
Right. Hold on. How do you have 6 poisons? I only have 3. Oh, well, you need to do that quest I did a minute ago then. The Slithering Spoils. The seasonal refresher quest. You probably haven't done that then. You're Delve rank 5, but you've only got 3 poisons. Noob. I gotta take my wins when they come because they don't happen very often.
I don't think so.
It's nothing personal.
Empower me.
Yo, Valera, do you want to stay alive, maybe? Why are you all of a sudden shit on an 8 when you're absolutely crushing it? Why are you shit on an 8 all of a sudden? What's going on here? Why are you all of a sudden shit on an 8 when you're doing 500,000 damage on an 11? What's going on? Eh? Why are you shit all of a sudden? Okay, concerning. I mean, there's a vast difference between 500,000 DPS on pull to 11k DPS.
Your dance is with me.
Oh, there we go. Maybe she was just waking up. Still doesn't make sense that I'm doing 100k DPS. I don't know, whatever. Aha! Uncrowned playbook of combat mastery grants her to... Oh, she's just on that one.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
She does double my damage as a tank, but at 80. Well, she's, yeah, on my hunter, I was doing 11s yesterday on my main hunter, and she was doubling my damage comfortably all the time. 150 sustain, like, almost permanently. I don't know. Her scaling's really wacky. She seems to get stronger the higher delve tier you do. I think she's... I think there's definitely something broken with her right now, but abuse it, you know. Exploit early, exploit often. I think something with her scaling's a bit backwards or upside down.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks. Your dance is with me.
Yeah, I chose to do 8s because I was like, well, these will be easier, but if she doesn't die, I can do 11s, I suppose. 270 gears, not terrible.
Casting a spell. I don't think so. Marked for death.
Yeah, to be fair, she seems to be doing her thing right now. I think she just was having a moment.
Scoundrel.
Having a moment. It's fine, it happens to the best of us.
A deadly poison. Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
Sulking because of the small pull. Yeah, that's it. I only pulled 3 mobs. Yeah, she was probably like, what are you doing? Yeah, you could be right. Let's at least... Oh, the flipping Nemesis bosses are in 3 different corners.
Breathe deep, vermin. Kill it. Empower me.
She seems to be a little bit more at home now with pulling bigger. It's fine. Hello, Mr. Dipper. How we doing, sir?
There's only
Good morning.
familiar. Take it down.
Ah, Tool Eternally. How we doing? Welcome in. I'm always going to worry every time I pronounce your name. Not like I've lived in Finland for a decade. Good morning, good morning.
A deadly poison.
Yo, Jack, I put Enshrouded in my wish list on Steam, by the way, which means it's official now. I know it doesn't come out like 1.0 until, what was it, October 15th? But I want to have a bit of a blast through it before then. Because I'm thinking it might be nice to do, if we do a blast of it before 1.0, and I actually end up enjoying it, and it's fun, then for 1.0 launch, there's the opportunity of doing a cheeky community server run, something or other, I don't know. Can't pronounce Finnish either, and it's my first language, so you're doing great. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that, thank you.
Bounty from nature. Useful.
Put me eye off the ball there.
Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Whilst these may be ret abilities, I am not really particularly pressing any buttons in a logical fashion, so don't judge me, Jet.
Of your tricks. Casting a spell.
Tooley's final 2.
I don't think so.
Even after all these years, I still because it's just not very natural for me to do. I always kind of forget to put sort of emphasis on the double letters.
This beast has value after all.
Anybody tried the corrosive reticle on alts? Does it still give 6 souls per max level? Well, I'm going to look at doing that actually on this dude. I can harvest up some souls on this fella, see how quickly and easily they are to get. Roots are up to 900 gold on US realms. But Vantis wounds, which take 4, are down to 800 gold. Ah, lol. Who says logic needs to apply?
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
There's only one talent I'd change in the right tree, that is the Crusader one. It's an extra non-button you need to use. I mean, I'm not actually pressing buttons now, if I'm honest with you. If you look, I have 2 sneaky single button assistants down here. I'm just scrolling my mouse wheel. I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud and I'm proud of it.
Useful. My loyalties are my own. Your dances with me.
You change that so an auto attack will also generate holy power. I was like, okay, that's what it does, I see.
A deadly poison.
That's my build. Screenshot. I don't know if it's any good.
I don't think so.
Stand in Valera's poison cloud and I tend to do alright.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
Still get champion gear doing 8s. I think you do, don't you? I'm gonna feel real sad if this dude ends up with more gear than my main. I think I've got really unlucky with the gear drops I've had so far this season. My 2 hero pieces of gear have both been like delve trinkets, which is just sad. How you doing? Long time no see. I mean, I'm still doing my thing. I'm doing alright, can't complain. I mean, I will complain, and I do complain, but that's just part of me. We're enjoying season 1. Sorry, season 2. I don't think we'll be playing as long as we did in season 1 for obvious reasons, but we'll get a few of the fun stuff done. And we've actually got mini plans to spend probably most of season 2 in WoW actually outside of Azeroth playing other things. Feels like a really good opportunity to not die for starters, but to go and trial some other adventures.
This is for you.
Just share and do what you want with it. Works for open world and delves. I'll have a look. Yeah, combat. Also, Palworld is working on 1.1. Need to add Expedition 33 to that list. Yeah, you're running around with the that story, isn't it? Am I going to get all sad and all emotional on stream if we start playing that?
Let's pause to refresh ourselves.
Came back to WoW a week ago, lost with everything. Oh, it happens so fast. You go from thinking you've absolutely mastered the game to like 3 weeks later, you're like, I feel as if I've never played this game before. Let me Yoinkosaurus Jax build. Where's Steam gone? Put that on the wish list too. Fish. Overwhelmingly positive with 100,000 reviews. Holy smoke. Yeah. I was over a year old there now, this game. I'm way behind the trend on that one, clearly.
Casting a spell? I don't think so.
Deleted. Nice. Great story, go in blind. I mean, I try to do that with most games.
Breathe deep, burning.
But yes, a specifically story-driven one. The difficulty is a story-driven game like that, I'm not sure if I'm going to be very good at streaming a story-driven game. For two reasons. One, I don't shut up, and so I'll probably miss half the story and then feel doubly stupid when I don't get it. And two, I also like to do my streams in like 3-4 hour bursts. Whereas I think if it was a story-driven game, I think people would want to like follow along with it. I don't know how I'd deal with like... Oh, I would fit. This is the problem I had with Final Fantasy XIV, believe it or not. That I made a tragic mistake with FF14. That I tried to do the MSQ and I tried to only do it on stream. But then it meant when I got the bug to play the game in the evenings and I wasn't streaming, I kind of felt like I shouldn't play the game because I felt like I should be streaming it. And then I quite quickly lost the lost that bug. I don't know how I deal about that, but I didn't use my fucking map. See? This is it. I don't shut up and then I do stupid things. Oh well, it's fine. There's always another delve. Right, what did we get? What do we get? 2 of 6 veteran, warbound. Well, they're not going anywhere. I need those. Yoink. 2 corrosive souls. A 2 of 6 champion. Fucking trinket. Can the game stop giving me trinkets? Hate trinkets. Sure, stat buff, take it. Ooh, rare Dun-Dun. What does rare Dun-Dun do? Rare Dun-Dun, 5 volatile spirits. Oh, so I'm guessing Epic is going to do 6 volatile spirits. We're not using Dun-Dun anyway, we're using Venom Infusion. A 3 of 6. I mean, the irony, that is also technically an upgrade to my stupid speed avoidance one. So I guess you do get equipped as well. I didn't use my flute. I didn't use my map. Oh, I couldn't have done that more wrong if I tried. But we had fun doing it. It's fine. Don't forget to use your map. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's very kind of you to remind me. Let's get some of these question marks off my map real quick. I can't remember if they actually do anything important. This is just, hey, this is a catalyst. Nebulous void cores. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Preparations are complete.
The
Oh,
world
excellent.
watch over you.
Skip all of that.
Let nature take its course.
I don't want to do any of that. I'm not doing campaign on alts. That's crazy business. Crazy talk. Right, where we got next? Oh, the Dark Way is bountiful again. This was bountiful yesterday. I thought they were meant to at least alternate a little bit. I swear the Dark Way was bountiful yesterday. Thinking about it, how much journey progress did we get with that? Half a bar-ish? Hey, we've got quite many delves to do, don't we? Flipping out loot fevers, we're now on 5 on the delve journey already. Take a nap already. Chance to receive Troy Hunter's bounty. Might actually have to remember to do it. No. No naps for me. I can't use my whistle until halfway through anyway. Valera, hello. Tank, hello. Where's the other Nemesis dudes? One that way, one that way. Can we get through here? Negative. What are we doing in this delve? Unstable things killed. I will get over that way eventually anyway then.
Eyes on me, scoundrel.
You bring him over here, Valera. I can't really do shit over there. I'm gonna get poked by a laser.
Empower me.
I'll kill the little ones then. Oh, can you still control Valera by doing this? By pinging.
A deadly poison. Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
Apparently not, 'cause she's flat out ignoring me now. Alright, doesn't look like you can ping Valera what to do anymore. I'm sure this doesn't really hurt. Yeah, it kind of hurts. I'm not going to say that out loud.
Marked for death. Breathe deep, burn. Empower me.
Right, when we get to the midway point, I can use me flute. We can flute a little tune, summon a big snake. Aha, I was literally here.
A rock. Don't say I never gave you anything.
Play a little tune. Had a great bug yesterday doing some keys. The folio was somehow pulling extra groups of mobs. Yeah, something like that randomly decides to just like spit out DPS balls. I mean, surely that can never go wrong, right? I wonder if his dot I can just heal through. I'll let you into a little secret. This dude absolutely murdered me like 3 times in a row on tier 11 on my hunter. Because I just couldn't heal through this dot. Now Paladin, I'm more equipped to heal through it. My hunter, not so much. Although that said, if I don't Word of Glory, I might not be able to again. I don't even know what my keybind is for Word of Glory. Can anybody see it on my bars? Oh, well, he ran away anyway. Should we shift Q? Shift Q. Okay. Well, I wish I found that like a minute ago. I knew it was in a sensible spot. Q, flash a light. Shift Q, Word of Glory. Oh, can you not hold 2 maps? You can't carry any more of those. Oh, interesting. Well, can I use this now? Take that now. And then GG, I guess. 295, 2-handed champion weapon. Yoink. Where's Vengeance Shield? Oh, I don't know. Shield of Righteous requires a shield. Don't have one. Divine Protection it's called now. Divine Protection. Reduces all damage you take. What would my keybind for that be? That's an F3 ability. Where's me F3 button? I'll find me F3 button. It's hidden over here somewhere. Oh, I already do. It's on F1. I just haven't been remembering to press the button. And it casts Shield of Vengeance. Oh, I'm also wondering if that needs a slightly more prominent keybound now. Well, I don't need Crusading Strikes. Because that's... We'll just put it there. 1. Could not be more prominent than 1. How about that? Just for you, Jack. Just for you.
Your dance is with me.
Look. Boom. 1. What's it called? 1 minute cooldown.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
You make our Rets look good. Look. I don't play these classes for my excellency in them.
Casting a spell? I don't think so. Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Oh, I've got to remember I actually need to click the curios now because I'm not using the dun-dun thing. Oh, I know Ret's easy to play. I mean, I play Ret and I play BM Hunter. Like, I could not be more stereotypical noob player if I tried. But I'm way past caring. 100% way past caring. 5 years ago, I might have been like, oh, it's an easy class. I'll play something a bit more chat. No.
A deadly poison.
Ooh, ouch. Press 1.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
I must admit, for the vast majority of my playstyle these days, I use the 1-button rotation to just damage shit. And then I have like 3 or 4 keybinds that I just kind of remember, which are more often than not like defensives. And outside of that, like, I'm done.
I've had enough of your tricks.
That's about as deep as I'm going to go with playing the game properly, so to say. You're supposed to press it before you... Oh, yeah, I know. I was messing about.
Breathe deep, burn.
Oh, Streamlabs is awake today, at least. He's been asleep for a few days. I'm not sure why. Oh, hang on. It's at least... poisons your blood, causing creatures that attack you to occasionally take nature damage. Wow, that's boring.
There's only one Valyrian. Take it down.
I'll press 1, make you happy. I'll keep it on cooldown.
The pleasure is mine.
Where's Valyria gone? What are you doing, love? Where are you at?
Casting a spell. I don't think so.
Why can you not put a marker on Valyria? It'd be really handy when she's meant to be the one tanking to know where she is.
No!
Ow! Ow! I got tickled in the face.
Don't scare me like that.
Nobody saw that, right? Sleeping on the job again, clearly. Welcome in, Shalita. Good morning. Right, attack, go.
Your dances
Oh, you can ping her to do stuff. Not standing the explosion. I don't know if that's what's killed me last time, but... Reglobify? No. You fight through... No. Stun! Stop with your reglobifying. One.
breathe deep, burn.
Dead. For the memes, I'm going to shout 1 every time I press the button now, by the way, just saying. One. Eve interrupt.
I've had enough of your tricks. Marked for death.
Okay, it's just the big dude now. Big dude.
On me, scoundrel.
Final, nemesis fella. One.
There's only one Valyrian. Take it down.
Nothing more fitting for a completely meme run of a delve than Backstreet Boys. Who is this one you're shouting about? One, go do damage.
A deadly poison.
Don't stand in the boobs. When's he gonna do something that feels like damage?
Dances with me.
One. Oh my god, that's more than a one job. Holy.
Silence. I've had enough
One is
of
not
your
prepared.
tricks. Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Okay, you can't attack the Twilights apparently, Bob. Oh my god. All popping off.
Empower me.
I'll just do 8s, he says. They'll be easy, he says. What a donut. Sonny, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Rep with Delve Season 2 increased by 150. Is that all I'm getting per, I suppose the big juice comes in these, doesn't it? Ooh, curio. Yeah, 200 renown from the Nemesis box, so it's worth making sure we max out the Nemesis box. Bountiful Trunk don't get nothing. Hidden Trove gives a once a week 300 rep boost. And the main one gives 200, so we can push 4, 5. Okay, we need to do quite many. It's like 4 or 5 delves, isn't it, per renown level? That's fine. Need to use our ults to get to renown 4. That's the aim. What are we getting here? Male 282 veteran pants. They're not actually any good for me, but they'll be good for my bonus hunter. Stupid trinket. Is it a better stupid trinket than the other stupid trinket we've got? Random secondary stat and a random tertiary. 303 of a random secondary stat, or 242 of our highest secondary stat. 303 is a bigger number than 242. Okay, swap. Oh, legs. 305 legs. They can be catalysted. It's not today. Essence Trap. Essence Trap, Corrosive Bile Spear. And another flipping trinket. I mean, once again, it's probably better. Equip it for the item level stat stick, I suppose. Yeah, I'll take a hero piece from the Trove, though. Hero piece from the Trove landing on something that can be catalyzed is a win as far as I'm concerned. It's a win. We'll take it. 280 now. Still using a lot of Season 1 gear. They'll get catalysted into the new set. Why does it look like he's not got any trousers on? Oh, they're literally hot pants. Interesting. kind of a bit of an odd look going on there. But, you know, all the protection up top. Not too worried about the bottom half. Toe beans out. Legs out. Hey. We're Mog experts over here. It's fine. Skip leg day. I mean, in that, basically all blood elves. Of course, I'm a blood elf paladin as well, by the way. To be fair, it's for a good reason. It's because he's also an enchanting main. We can use a map again for our next delve. 24, 860. Okay, I can unlock 3 more. I need 8 more corrosive souls. I need 8 more. If I can get my hands on 8 more, then I will have enough to unlock the ability to use 2 perks. There's part of me that thinks that I should probably prioritize that quite heavily. So maybe rather than doing more delves right here, right now, I might go and get 8 more of these souls. I can get 6 if we go do the... Shit, what were the cheeky ways to get these again? Oh, there's so many currencies, so much stuff knocking about. I genuinely can't remember. Do we have to do the downstairs stuff in the... Do the downstairs stuff in the new zone, right? Whatever quest that's called. That's... and also killing the boss dude downstairs gives 2, doesn't it?
Is that your
With
wallet?
the chance at a bonus
You just
1.
glad to see me. Both, I hope.
Yo, totally with the sub over on Twitch. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Great use of the Prime. Thank you, thank you. Delve Vendor has a bag with 6 souls. Hello? Where's the Delve Vendor? If it's not in this one tiny little square, I have no idea where it is this expansion. No idea where anything is this expansion. Delve Vendor up in the building across here somewhere, right? This one.
What have you learned lately?
What we got going on in here then? You can buy flutes. Right, vendor?
Let me know what you find.
Greetings.
Corrosive reticule. Contains 6 corrosive souls. Hello. Yoink. Sure.
Walk in the moonlight.
Why is that randomly there? Thanks. Every character can buy it once? You shitting me? Wait, hang on. Hang on. Please hold. If that's the case, we're just going to quickly cheese all of that. That's outrageous. Have I even bought that in my main? Probably not. Lost all my points though because I can't log into the old one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, welcome account number 2. Oh yeah, I've also realised Puppy Cam probably isn't going to work very well. I've not put my studio lights or anything on, so this is probably going to be really dark. But we'll give you a dog tour. They're all asleep right now. The little boy is snoring. He likes to run up against the wall for some reason. He missed the bed again. Like, missed the bed. Went flops, missed the bed. Nips. You can see Nips were behind my ass. You don't need to see my ass. Ugh! I'm too fat for this. And I actually don't know where Alma is. She must be under the sofa again. They usually pick usually one under the sofa. It's the only worthwhile thing we have to use the points. I know, I know, I know. Let's see if I've grabbed those on main hunter.
Our destiny is at hand.
Aha! Hello! Who are you then? Yoink.
Elisand guide.
Well, that's trivialized this entire system then. Let's do that on my other 90s. What a weird thing to do. Put a bag of 6 basically for free on the Delver's journey. Goes to show the whole concept of the world zone. Even Blizzard seems to assume that people would blast it in week 1 and then it'd be just done. Of course you're standing at a work table. Frames! Lack of frames. Can't breathe.
Night well nourish us. We shall endure.
Wait, where'd it go? Did I not buy it? Is my game still lagging that hard that I didn't buy it?
What is your wish?
Ah! I don't have 10 Void Light Mile. Oh, Jesus. I've clearly stolen it all. It's like, what?
We rejoin the world.
Oh, sold some stuff. Cool, 30k. Anybody explain why people are buying old enchants? Oh, I never know. I've learned over the years to just flat out ignore trying to figure out why anybody will buy anything. If you can put it on the auction house, there's some idiot out there that will buy it. I mean, it literally sums up the entire transmog market, in my opinion. Anything that is directly from the one expansion before, though, is often linked to the fact that there's weirdly quite a big community of people that don't have the current expansion and are permanently playing one expansion behind. It's relatively niche compared to most of the player base, but it's definitely a thing. Anything that the War Within now, you know, I mean, you're not going to sell it like you sell midnight potions, but like, if you put them on the auction house, somebody will have them. Kind of weird, but it's a thing. Ooh. 7k a potion sold. Didn't even know I listed them. Oh, no, an upgrade. Yoink. Oh, that's not right. Epic Dun Dun slaps. Does it do like 6? Is it what? Does it go up to 6 things it spits out? I've just got the rare one that now says it does 5. That'll be a good one to use, I think, on my hunter because I can run around pretty much infinitely. Yeah, it doesn't synergize with the
Snakes are broken into the camp and
the
infested our
corrosive
supplies.
stand
Get
thing
rid
very
of
well. Not in a way that I've found. What am I doing out here? Oh, I know why I'm here. I don't need to be here though. How we doing, Pack B? Welcome in. Good morning, good morning. Hope we're well. I'm always too slow to hit the mute button when I cough. I apologise.
Tenu Bala. We no longer hide. Walk in the moonlight.
Right, I'm quickly running out of 90s though. But this has got to be enough souls nearly to... Well, it'll be enough at least to unlock the ability to use 2 simultaneously, which, to be fair, is really all I need. Unlocking all of them will just happen naturally over time. Any other reason to be on this dude? Did I sell anything? No. It was the 0.1 patch last expansion when we had the undermine, where I went from having, I think I went into that patch with about 6 max level characters, kind of similar to what I have now, but I ended the 11.1 patch. I ended the undermine patch with over 100 max level characters. That was the season. That was the patch where we went a little bit crazy leveling alts. But I was 5-box boosting myself was the way I did it last time, and they were mostly new characters. This time round,
You got orders, Hashura?
I don't know how we're gonna get all our 80s to 90 without some sort of serious effort. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the one that will give you souls as well.
I'll watch your
And
back.
alts. I don't so much need to do this now, though. Some real meme tunes on this playlist today. It's a bit more chill music, though. Some would say this was before Will Smith went crazy. But then again,
Our destiny.
knowing Hollywood, he could have already been 1 or 2 fruits less than a fruit basket. even at this point.
Norbathos Sudamar.
Spaghetti? What, you referring to the Will Smith eating spaghetti? Right, how many corrosive souls is that? Do we think that's going to be enough to get... I mean, that's definitely enough to unlock the second trait, if nothing else. How long before they had a vendor to trade stuff for petrified roots? Well, I mean, they didn't do that with they didn't do that until tinderboxes hit like 15k, did they? I think there's quite some way to go yet. I'm not convinced the market is going to hold, particularly considering I think as soon as people start getting into some higher tier delves, seasoned vets have clearly figured out that you can just make Valir a tank and you can basically do 11s off the rip. But, and you know, the masses will probably be working up and through, probably doing 8s maybe. I think the petrified root market is I mean it's you know, it's busy now, but I am not convinced it's going to keep going like it's going. I'm also proven to be wrong on these things quite frequently. My expectations of how things play out don't always line up with reality. Newsflash, Matthew says dump fruits. Well, I try to back my opinions up with a little bit of logic, and the logic is that there is probably not that many people doing high-level delves right now, relative to the amount of people that are buying roots for feasts, for pretty much anything that roots go into. It's interesting to see, though, that those that stockpiled roots are people who stockpiled roots before the end of Season 1 are probably laughing all the way to the bank, though, right now. They're getting double money kind of, you know, returns on that investment. So they're probably laughing. $800 gold a piece. What did I sell all of mine for yesterday? 640. But yeah, it's clear as day that there just isn't that many. There isn't that many knocking about at the moment, which is why the price is doing this. But there's clear indications that people are like, you know, trying to do shenanigans with it. It's a market that if not many people are capable of doing top tier delves, not many people are doing top tier delves. There is clearly just not that much of a supply of them coming in. I'm amazed that we're not seeing huge dumps of them from everybody that's been doing patron orders for ever and a day. I mean, I pulled 300 out of my war bank yesterday, and I don't really consider myself a big patron ordered kind of guy. I do patron orders on like 4 characters maximum. There are people out there that are doing patron orders on 40 characters and have been for months. So where's the big stockpiles of roots that all of those characters should have in theory be sat on? Or were they just selling them for 300 gold a piece, you know, previously? Somebody else has hoovered them up to flip them. I don't know. Interesting how it's interesting how they're rising though. Does feel a little bit artificial, but at the end of the day, who cares? What about majestic hides? Yeah, see, this is the problem. There's too many of them. There's too many majestic hides relative to what are being used. There's 10,000 more majestic hides on the auction house than there are petrified roots. But I also wouldn't be too surprised if when the demand kicks in, although there's some massive walls here, there's some huge chunky walls here, which basically go to prevent anybody from doing any shenanigans on this. You need the market to dry up a little bit. The likelihood is if these big walls of 2k plus disappeared, somebody'd come in like, I mean, it's just not even feasible, is it? Like 74 million gold to reset it to 4k. There's nothing a Goblin can do to manipulate this because there's just too much stock of it at the moment that's just sat there. Whereas roots, on the other hand, are probably being reset like regularly. I mean, 2.6 million gold to buy out that chunk. It's 5 million gold to reset them to over 1,000. Somebody has clearly done that previously with probably a 4 million gold investment or something to reset them, and it's come back down again. And that's all that's happening. Like, people just occasionally come in and it just keeps getting reset. Because it's within the realms of possibility that players can do it. It would be happening on other stuff, but there's just too much stock there as of right now. Let's look at materials. Bolts. Yeah, there's still big numbers of these. Big numbers of these. 50, 60,000 of each of these. There's way too much stock just knocking about for anybody to do anything serious with this yet. Big walls here. Then interestingly, past that big wall actually. Much past that big wall, there's not much preventing that from going to 250 gold again. 27,000 Sunfire Silt bolts. Divide it by like 8. Divide it by 10 for easy maths. You still need 3,000 people to craft a tailoring piece of gear. But 3,000 people crafting something with tailoring doesn't take that long. Leather's probably a bit of a write-off. It nearly always is. Look at the quantity of this stuff. Yeah, skinning's just a bit of a write-off. Can you explain why the augment rune has fallen so much as it has? I mean, 84,000 of them is probably where your issue lies. Just what's listed on the auction house right now is just an ungodly quantity of them. That's just an outrageous quantity of augment runes. I mean, look, you got walls of 7,000 here. I mean, that smells like a Zanzaful. Although he probably wouldn't be dumping his stock at this sort of prices. But what you'll find happening here, more than anything else, is that people who've been doing the patron orders, right, will have been getting these augment runes, and they'll have been just banking the augment runes because they'll be like, oh, well, they'll go to the moon on season 2, and people will have been banking these. Whereas I reckon people have just been selling off their petrified roots as they get them via patron orders for months, not really stockpiling the roots. But everybody had been stockpiling the runes, and look what's happened. You know, there's just astronomical quantities of them, which means the price isn't going to go anywhere, because you've got 10 million gold just to get them up by like from 476 gold to 500 gold. A 25 gold increase requires somebody to dump 10 million gold on them. It's just never going to happen. No goblins looking at this thinking, could reset that. Even the super mega wealthy ones, because then you've got the problem of selling 21,000 void, augment runes again. If you could buy 5,000 and spend 2 million gold and get a reset out of it, you'd find people do it. But it's just there's just too much here for it to go anywhere so far. And then you got another massive, great big wall, only 34 gold later. And another wall before 600 gold. There's just way too much stock at the bottom end of the supply. It will get churned through a flipping 17,000 of the damn things. And the likelihood is this is probably just one person. Like, for a stack that big to sit so far down the tree, that's probably just one person. That's an alt army running for the last 6 months, putting it all on the auction house. This is the kind of thing that it will take people. Augment runes are much later down the road, because people don't start banging out augment runes left, right, and center until they hit the wall in the raid, until they start doing like difficult content. Nobody's popping augment runes when they're going and running like M0s and doing flipping, dumb early season stuff. So it takes a few weeks before the supply of this will go away, but 83,000 of them is a lot. It's just loads. That's why it keeps going down further and further and further. Because it's not going up, people are like, oh shit, it might never go up. Well, then maybe I'll sell my 500, maybe I'll sell my 600. The ones that they've sat on by doing some patron orders for the last couple of months. They're like, oh, well, if it's not going anywhere, I'll just dump them now. And actually what happens is that just, makes the problem worse in a way. Hey, couldn't have said it better myself. Welcome in, Gold Queen. Time is indeed money. Prices have been 500 to 600 for the last couple of months, so why sell at 475? Well, for that reason I explained, that some people are like, oh shit, the price isn't doubling. There is so much stock. Oh, well, alright then. Well, I'll just cut my losses and sell them now. It's people panicking and people dumping. For there to be big stacks, like 2,000 of the damn things, for example, it's clear as day that people are like, oh shit, maybe this market isn't gonna go where I expect it to go. Or, what is more often and more likely to be the case is that some novice to trying to do this has been told by a YouTube short or a clip or something that augment runes are a good investment, and they've gone and put their 700,000 gold that they own into augment runes, and they just assume, like so many other people do, that the very second the season starts, everything doubles, triples, quadruples in price, which more veteran players know just isn't exactly how it works. And so yeah, people just like, oh shit, oh, but because people over leverage themselves, right? There are people out there that run around with a few 100,000 gold, and they buy up a bunch of stuff, and they've only got 1 million gold, and they spend 800,000 of that on one thing, and then they very quickly panic when they realize they've got no gold and they want their gold back. And so they cut their losses rather than actually wait the right amount of time to resell their stuff. But yeah, there's my 2 cents, my TED talk on current market valuations. Let's cash in all these souls. I've got 60 corrosive souls. We need to head to the altar. Prey portal area place thingy. What's this portal? It's why I'm not really the biggest fan of doing like too much content or going into detail about what I think may or may not be worth investing into from one patch to another, because inevitably you're just guessing. You might be guessing with a little bit of extra information than the average Joe,
Did Sushara send
but
you?
I'm not particularly too much of a fan of telling people who are already desperately trying to make more gold that buying a whole bunch of materials to maybe sell them for 20% more in 3 months' time is a good idea. Because it's often not. And what you can't do is, you know, if what you can't do when suggesting that something may go up in value is also dictate to people when they then resell. Because honestly, people just panic. It's genuinely the case. People get far too emotionally attached to the amount of money that they spent on buying that one thing. And then they're just like, oh my god, I might lose my gold. Must sell it now. Sounds weird to say, but I've also kind of mostly always believed that if you're scouring the internet looking for a content creator to tell you what to invest in, there is a strong possibility that you do not have enough gold to make smart decisions in the first place. And you probably don't have enough gold to be doing investing kind of gold making in the game anyway. And if you're sat on 50 million gold, you probably don't need the expertise of somebody else to tell you what to invest in. It's kind of a bit of a... It just feels like bait content to me. It always kind of has. Sometimes you've got to give the people what they want, but... right. Recite from the codex. 60 of these to burn. What's it? 8 per? 8, 16, 24. So what, like 7 we can unlock? Is there 7 important ones to unlock? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's only 8 I need to unlock anyway. I'm only 4 away from unlocking everything. Are you kidding me? I'm literally only 4 away from unlocking absolutely everything. Oh, so close. Dracothists were a good investment. I know, yeah. Four away. What's the last one I'm missing? The irony will be the last one I'm missing will be the one I want to use, won't it? During combat, stir up a geyser, diamond geyser, under a nearby unit that after 10 seconds of dealing nature damage split between the enemy, blah, 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 will also heal, blah, 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 blah. Poison units take increased damage and healing. I mean, sure, it's probably fine, but Insidious Venom and Ulutek's Gift seems to be a good combo. This one does absolutely ludicrous things to your main stat. And it also triggers this one, so that whilst you are poisoned, it does more damage as well. So that's kind of a good combo. I think. There was a YouTuber that advised people to buy WoW tokens at the end of Legion, because it would double in price at the start of BFA. The result was that the price dropped a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's just ludicrous, isn't it? That's just bananas. Why the llama pick? I'm tired and I don't want the big bright lights in my eyes today. So instead of it being I'm choosing not to have not well. This is what you'd see otherwise, because I'm practically sat in the dark. Anonymous. It's a little bit, yeah. I should just put the mask on. Anyway, okay, right. I'm 4 away. 4 away. How do I get 4 corrosive souls relatively quickly and easily?
Magic is potent. Do not test me. May you always
Need to do my dailies down here anyway. Why have you got a quest?
We fight for their money.
Hello?
All of them.
Burn 20 dark charms. Oh, I've just realised this is the quest line that is clearly a daily quest line that you unlock to get a mount down here. Opening ATT is dangerous, but where is it? Dark Charms, the Innocent Essence. Yeah, this is it. You work towards getting the Spectral Pigeon thing, which is a cool mount. You have to get Renown 10 to start the quest line, and then it appears as if it's a daily quest line for a few days. If there's a video about investing into something in this game, the rule of thumb is to not do it. The actual good investment will not end up being on a public YouTube video. It's not only that. I mean, it's not to discredit the nature of the, you know. It's more the fact that you look at the view count on that video. If only 1% of the people that watch the video go and buy that said thing, then it's all of a sudden not a good investment anymore. It's a simple numbers game. If you can find a video that you think has good investment advice, but only has 10 views, it might still be worth a good investment. But the flip side is if it's only got 10 views, is it coming from somebody that's got any reputation whatsoever? Probably not. It's a bit of a cat. Like I said, Googling for investment advice is not only a terrible idea in the real world, it's a terrible idea in World of Warcraft 2. It's as simple as that.
I fight for the Revan Tusk.
It's there's no sugarcoating it. If you have to ask somebody else where you should spend your money to make more, you're gonna get scammed and ripped off. It's usually a fact. So Dark Charms apparently are just flipping anywhere. Sure. Out of curiosity. Oh. Hope if I could spell vault. Ha! Jesus. I told you, if you didn't do the vault stuff, like, if you weren't banging this out last week, this week, it is dead. There's fucking nobody down here anymore. You had 15 raid groups on the go practically the entire week last week. Doing stuff down here. Now you're lucky if you can get a party together. And this is not a zone that is particularly friendly to do solo. Drop me, pigeon. Drop me. This is why I was so gung-ho trying to get as much of this stuff done last week, because I knew that this zone was just going to just die on its ass. Now, obviously, it's really painful to run around here in sub 300 gear. It really does feel like by the time you're 320 gear, you'll probably be able to walk through here and do most of it solo without much issue. But even still, you ain't going to be doing these ancient foes solo, basically ever. The only time I went down here was last night when we had raid night and had to go into the raid. Well, yeah, true. You kind of have to walk through it. It's a bit like, you know, all those exhibitions and museums and tourist traps and things. They don't let you leave until you've walked through the gift shop. It's kind of the same in WoW. You have to walk through the vault in order to get to the raid. Blizzard will be like, well, look at the engagement. Look how many people entered that zone. Yeah. And walk straight through it, mate. Straight through it. Oh, I was hoping that would give me a corrosive soul. It didn't. Stupid game. I just need to do the weekly quest on an alt or maybe 2 down here, don't I, to get those last 4 souls. Feels so I can't be this close to the finish line without crossing the finish line. If I can get 4 more of these, I never have to think about them ever again. Which is a weird way to play a video game, I know. Trying so hard to get to the point where you don't have to care about something, but with 25,000 different currencies and systems in this game, sometimes you just kind of have to. And if I need to do the weekly on an alt, I probably shouldn't mess around just doing the daily stuff on this character. I can do it on an alt. I'll bring the paladin down here. I'm voting my wallet, not participating in the underground zone where we can't fly yet again. Yeah, I'm obviously aware that I probably have some influence on your lot's opinions, even slightly. But after playing this zone on the PTR, I knew it wouldn't be very well received. We're just, you know, there's a handful of things that World of Warcraft players in general tend not to like. Any zone where you're not naturally allowed to fly is always going to have a percentage of the player base that just flat out refuses to do it. So, you know, Blizzard kind of know they're fighting an uphill battle on that front. But they also don't seem to care because they keep doing it.
No, there is nowhere you can hide.
I'm going to log off here, actually. Because if I can get 4 more of those souls, I'll need to be here to turn them in again anyway. And then they put the raid entrance at the far back. Yeah, putting the raid entrance at the back of this place as well. They know what they're doing. What does all this have to do with Xalatath and the World Soul or the Titans? Oh, it doesn't have anything to do with it. This feels like the patch to me, which is the one that is cobbled together that wasn't strictly planned in the storyline in the first place. Koresh was the patch and zone that felt out of place to me. In the War Within, felt like the Oddity. In Dragonflight, it felt like the Emerald Dream was the zone that felt out of place and was just crowbarred in. There seems to be one entire patch of content that just seems to have been like glued in place that doesn't really fit in most of the expansions of recent days. Because I'm a tinfoil hat theorist that these 3 expansions were probably originally designed to just be one. But they needed to stretch it to be more than one. And the way to do that is to chop it up, spread it out, and then fill in the gaps. That's my impression. Right, I've got to go grab a drink. Back in 2. Righty. Got myself some nice slush apple juice, because it's only just, or some of it's defrosted. Very tasty. Fresh apple juice off my tree in the backyard. Undermine was great in my opinion. Yeah, Undermine was the patch that I think fit. Undermine was the one that, maybe not story-wise, although the whole thing with Gallywix was what you could argue to be a loose end that they were tying up, I suppose. But yeah, the Undermine felt like the patch and the zone that was planned from a long time ago, and they had been working on for a long time. If you go back to Dragonflight, both the Zaralek Cavern and go away. Both the Zaralek Cavern and the Emerald Dream zones in Midrasil, both of these zones were practically copy-paste. Like, under the bonnet, they were practically copy-paste. I think Zaralek Cavern was the zone that they were working on and had built and designed from the ground up for to be like the big main zone. But the Emerald Dream was, they just copy-pasted everything they had from Zaralek Cavern to make a new bonus zone quickly. This felt like the zone that they hacked together to just make it work, to round the expansion out. Undermine was the zone that was built by design with purpose and had care and attention put into it, I think. But then Koresh was, well, just, I mean, Koresh was Koresh, wasn't it? What an absolute dumpster fire. So I think what they've really done is what they probably would have looked at probably as many as like 10 years ago now. They probably realized that they can't have the Undermine, they can't have Zaralek Cavern, they can't have, you know, they can't have all of these zones that they've been working on and developing on all in one expansion, and that they need to do something major, you know, story-wise, bringing back Chris Metzen, pushing a World Soul Saga, a 3-chapter adventure. Now, I know Dragonflight doesn't technically fit in that adventure, but, you know, they can bend the rules where needed. But it all feels like they've taken what was probably, back in the day, one expansion's worth of content, or planned content, chopped it up a little bit, given us one of the chapters each expansion, and then just filled the gap with something else to make it at least appear to be succinct. But I've had this theory for a while. It probably will never be proven as a theory. Anything but a theory, but and my reason for them thinking that they're doing it is that they are clear that after 20 years, the game engine is absolutely fucked. Like, it's holding on for dear life, isn't it? Let's be real. They can't seem to put any new piece of content in the game without serious amounts of bug fixing and just, like, broken spaghetti shit. And it's probably because they've hacked together this game engine over 20 years, and it's just done. It's just toast. They just have to. They probably realised years and years ago that they have to rebuild it from the ground up, and there's only one way you do that, and that's you put a team of devs on doing it, but it will take them 5 years to do it, which means they can't do it from one expansion to another, because you don't make a game engine in 5 minutes. And I think Blizzard are probably... I think Blizzard are probably too big of a company to just borrow Unreal Engine. I think they would be big enough to build a new one in-house. think the lull between expansions gives Blizzard time to put effort into the point .0 zones, the expansion zones, and a bit into the point .1, but they have to rush the point .2 since the expansion goes into that live service status. Was that a pretzel crunch? Oh no, I'm eating a bag of Twiglets again. I didn't realise you could hear that crunch. They're quite loud. Why was I on this dude? We needed... I mean, my overarching goal is to do some delves and get some delve journey, but I wanted to get those last few corrosive souls, didn't I? I need, like, literally 4. So, what are the sources of corrosive souls? I can get 2, if not 3, by doing the weekly quest down in the vault. So maybe I just do that. That will get us a couple of corrosive souls. Yeah, this is why I think that ultimately, given the choice, this is why I think Blizzard would love to have expansions be 12 months long. Because there is probably no argument to this statement, but their expansion launches are the best things ever, right? There is nothing. Never does a patch beat an expansion launch, not even remotely close. But of course, the development time to produce the content needed for an expansion launch is pretty heavy. I mean, an expansion launch, hard reset on everything, new update to professions, 4 new zones, 4 new factions. Often a box art style, like, you know, flagship piece of content, whether that be delves or prey or whatever. You know, there's always a big thing that happens at the start of an expansion. They can do their item level resets. They can do the gear script, like, you know, item level squishes and all of this sort of stuff. Like, you don't beat expansion launches. Expansion launches are without question the best content that Blizzard put out. So it's not rocket science that they would probably want to do that every year, given the choice. And if it means that they have to go down to just like 2 seasons, like expansion launch and then bonus season, like, I think they'll do that. In order to get them every 12 months. I entirely wouldn't mind if they just cut out this middle patch. The 0.1 patch, which, you know, it's... if you believe that there's any truth to my theory that there's one major patch that is by design and one filler patch out of the 3, if you believe that in any way, shape or form, then cut out the filler patch, do an expansion launch, and then 1 good bonus patch with a new zone, and then call it a day. You know, they've got these, you know, they've got the remix events, alpha and beta season. Obviously, I'm aware that alpha season is predominantly for creators, and early feedback. But beta season is a marketing, money-making opportunity now. They've been selling beta access for the last couple of expansions, which, you know, takes up... It means that the 3rd season is very fragmented and very split, as it is already. So just get rid of the filler patch. You know, just get rid of the filler patch. It's not rocket science, I don't think. They can do 5 zones in 12 months between the expansions, 4 for 0.0 and then 1 bonus, 1 for 0.1. They can't fit in the 0.2 zone and have to cut corners. Yeah, just get rid of it. Just sack it off. I genuinely think the best thing for them to do would be to go to 12-month expansions, have an expansion launch every year. More importantly, it will then be, you know, in the calendar. Look at the success franchises like Call of Duty have had over the years. of the every Christmas new Call of Duty. Every Christmas new Call of Duty. If November turns around and it's like new World of Warcraft expansion, every year, like, I like, you know, it's reliable. People know what they're getting. You know, if every year people come back to play the new World of Warcraft expansion and then skip the second half of it, then so be it. But Blizzard will get that customer back every single year. Whereas right now, an expansion launches in February, or an expansion launches in August, or, you know, it's all been all over the place. You follow the money with this shit, trust me. I know a lot of it's pretty sort of tinfoil hat theory based, but I'm meant to be going downstairs, aren't I? Where do we get the quest for the weekly? Oh, have I already got the quest for the weekly? No, that's the Surge one. What are you saying? Oh yeah, I get a piece of I get a pair of champion braces if I go do some stuff downstairs anyway, don't I? Yeah, the massive cash injection that they get from an expansion launch is also been just like outrageous.
Oraka, my friend.
Expansions are very formulaic. I mean, the entire game is on a formula these days. This is why I think a lot of the creativity has been sucked from the game over the last sort of 5 years. There's no denying we're in a new era of World of Warcraft with, like, Dragonflight. Dragonflight, post-Shadowlands, really, has been a bit of a new era. But, yeah, there's no denying it's still very formulaic. Raids, you know, 8 dungeons. 8 dungeons and now 8 delves. They've clearly taken, you know, Mythic Plus allowed them to stop having to thinking about producing 2 new dungeons every season, and instead they can just create 8 delves and 8 dungeons and then maybe 1 extra dungeon at some point through the expansion. Mythic Plus meant that they could rotate and reuse content there. They took that team and took that effort, put it into delves instead. Now, once they make the delves up front, they just do a new story variation of it. You know, same map, takes out huge amounts of development time. You know, it's much easier to just reposition a few NPCs and call it a different story variation. But the formula's still there. I mean, the formula for raids basically hasn't changed in ever. and you know, from Blizzard's perspective, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And so they clearly haven't when it comes to the raid. It's literally the thing that does bring players back season after season after season. The 8 dungeon thing made me quit doing Mythic Plus. I mean, my perspective on this is probably nowhere near the same as others, because I don't particularly like Mythic Plus full stop, but why would I start this quest line on my alt? There's no reason to start this quest line on my alt. These are the kind of... This is where I would like to see them improve on their systems. This is a quest line, for example, that you do it for a few days, and it gives you this pigeon. Right? You get this as a mount. But why is this not a warband-wide quest line? So if I've completed Ancestral Gems on one character, why do I get the opportunity to do it again? There's absolutely zero reason to do it again. This should be like a special type of quest that's just a warband quest line. Any of your characters can work towards it. Any of your characters can progress it. And once it's progressed and once it's done, it's done. There's no need for replayability on that sort of stuff. Can we... Oh, is that actually up and running right now? Sorry, I've started talking, and ever since I've started talking, I've stopped doing. It always happens. I can't do 2 things. I'm not a multitasker. Never have been. I'm liking the new snake variation of the old delves. The Sunwell one was very original in my opinion. Yeah, I like the fact that, you know, that is what I consider, the story variations for Delves is what I consider pretty clever game design. They know that you know, a huge component of making a new dungeon back in the day was building the architecture of the dungeon. So with Delves, they don't have, you know, the story variation is so much easier to, like, have the landscape. Why are you doing that? To have the landscape, to have the zone already built, and just to reposition NPCs and, you know, make sure it works. It's a fraction of the effort, yet it still creates a different experience. Which is really all players want. That's kind of what they tried to do with Mythic Plus in the early days. You know, they wanted Mythic Plus to have, oh, well, there's different affixes, so it makes the dungeon feel different. But obviously it just became a, you know, a grind for Fiesta. And they went in a different direction with it ultimately. Delves allows them to actually have different story value. Like, I was not the biggest fan of Delves when they came out in the War Within. But they've done enough now to develop them in a way that I think they're very, very clever content. My issue with Delves to begin with was that it was the same as running the same dungeon. I didn't see where the replayability was. But now that they can have 4... They launch with 4 story variations. And now they're doing bonus story variations, like, midway through the expansion as well for them. That ticks the box for replayability as far as I'm concerned. And the fact that, you know, your companion is actually sort of, your companion now... Bran was just an annoyance, but Valera is actually useful enough that you care about her. The thing with Bran is it didn't matter what level I got him to, or what curios I used on Bran, he was still just annoying. He got in the way, he didn't hold aggro when he was meant to. I mean, he didn't launch with tank mode either, did he? So his utility wasn't really there. But they've got Valera in the right spot, I think. She's useful, you care about her, you can customize the way you use her. All 3 specs for Valera are useful in different circumstances. Early season, you make her tank and do a lot of the hard work. Then later on in the season, you can put her on DPS mode. I'm nearly dead. Later on in the season, when you're tanky enough, you can put her on DPS mode to just speedrun the place a little bit more. It's all quite clever now. It took them an expansion to do it, but they made it work with Delves. And I'm actually a bit of a secret rituals enjoyer as well. I think that system has got potential to sit quite nicely alongside Delves. I think they still want Prey to be more than it is. I'm just not sure that Prey will end up being more than it is, because I think fundamentally it's just a little bit too annoying. Prey might be one of those features that we see it this expansion and then they'll sack it off in the next one. Yet the rituals thing, I think they can probably build on that, to be honest. Take an area of a zone, because it's the think about it from a dev perspective again. They don't have to particularly they make these big worlds, and for the purpose of the rituals, they just like say, right, these are the boundaries of this ritual site, and they've already got the map, they've already got the mobs. They were quite clever with the 2 rituals they've already given us, being that, you know, there was things to chase in there. There was like mini side quests and like bonus pets and rare spawns and stuff that pop up in them. Like, they're a bit of a collector's dream, to be honest. The rituals, they're very good in that regard. Ooh. Incursion, don't mind if I do. There's rumors of them doing more of these ritual sites. There was a loading screen for one in Harandar. There's room for a third already. I wouldn't be too shocked to see in the 0.5 patch another ritual site added. Like the bonus roll quest, one for the account, every alt can contribute to it. Yeah, why do you need to unlock that feature on all of your account? Like, they added warbands as a feature and said that they were going to start designing the game with like warband first mentality, but they absolutely haven't. Like, that was complete PR spin. They absolutely haven't. They've created this warband system, but they still design everything and then implement it in a way that every character has to complete it, and then they hotfix some things so that it works with the warband system. They're clearly not designing like warband first still. And little quests like that go to show, like, why are there not like account-wide quests that any of your characters contribute to? If it's for a major feature unlock, then there's no reason for it to be done on every single one of your alts. That's why warbands are meant to exist in the first place. 0.5 is supposed to bring the labyrinth too. That's true. Yeah. That'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Account-wide quests equals less content. Yeah, but doing the same shit again isn't I mean, I know you memeing, but like, it's not content, is it? Like I said, that's exactly the thing that the player base for years were like, this is dumb. Like, I've done this unlock quest line. Why now on this alt do I have to do this entire unlock quest line again? And the solution for that was like, okay, we'll create this warband system so most stuff is account-wide. You know, the tail end of Shadowlands with the whole respect players' time thing. But over the period of 5 years, they seem to have just kind of forgotten about that again. And it's, you know, stuff going warband wide is often something they hotfix in after it's gone live and everybody's complained about it. Which is just like, right, well, you're clearly not doing what you said you were going to do. You're not keeping up your side of the promise there, Blizz. I'm amazed that they've not done anything profession. Like, professions are like the least warband thing in the game. There is absolutely zero level of alt friendliness within the profession system at all. I didn't pick up any of the repairs for this thing, but it's getting slapped. Not in a group with anybody here, which is also slightly problematic, but I'm wondering, for doing this kind of content, if I should use some of the more heal everybody kind of curio, like corrosive soul buff things in the altar. They haven't done anything profession-wise, and you're talking about account-wide. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. 260. They're not worth anything. I wish these 260, like, you get psyched by seeing a blue, and then you're like, oh, it's a 260. 266 is where the money's at. They only come from the treasures by the looks of things, though. Mobs are dropping 260s, which are already basically free. Although, I'm very tempted to hoover up a shitload of those 260s that are going for like 100 gold a piece right now. Because, like I said, they're more than plentiful since everybody was running this zone like idiots last week. But I'm quite convinced this zone is going to die a death in no more than 2 weeks' time. I think you'll be really struggling to find a group to do anything down here in a couple of weeks. Which in turn will probably strangle the supply of those cheap BOEs. Can't quite put my finger on it, but you look a little different today. Maybe the lighting, new chair. Oh, I'll put a tie on, that's what I've done. Good observation, though. Keen eyes. Is there anything as a mythic raider I need to do in the zone? No. No. It's, to be honest, this entire zone is a very, this is the conclusion I came to testing this in the PTR. The entire zone, both upstairs and downstairs, is an invisible treadmill to nowhere. It doesn't really have any purpose. Like, you can grind coins to fill out nodes in a mini talent tree, but when you actually look at the talents that you're getting and the purpose that they have, like, you're still left wondering why. Why am I doing any of this? And there isn't actually a good answer to why anybody should be doing any of this. Like, it's about as close to optional content as they can design without calling it optional content. But of course, it's brand new, it's shiny, and so people do the brand new shiny things regardless. But when it stops being brand new and shiny, people will drop it like it's hot. And we've already seen that this week. Either people blasted it last week and are done. They blasted it last week and they're done. Or the alternative is now something newer and shinier has turned up, which is the new raid and the new Mythic Plus season. And people will be out of here quicker than you can blink. Easy 285 gear. Well, I wouldn't even go as far as to say easy. It's easy as long as there's 50 other people also making it easy. This is not an easy zone in any way, shape or form as soon as you're not in a raid with 40 other people. You try and run through this place solo, it is brutal. Absolutely brutal. And if that 285 gear matters to you, it means your item level is less than 285, and then it means you are going to get murdered solo here. It was easy last week when everybody's running around in raids, but it's going to become just, you know, an oxymoron of a zone. Oh yeah, it gives you the 285 gear you need. Oh yeah, but by the way, absolutely everything there is going to murder you. And it'll be like, nah, you'll be all right. I'll just And what Blizzard will do is they'll trump this zone with an easy catch-up system in the 0.5 patch. And so in the 0.5 patch, they'll just completely remove any reason to be here at all whatsoever. But the player base will naturally do that in about 2 minutes anyway. You're already seeing it this week. There's like a fraction of the amount of people doing the content down here this week. Fraction. Right, have I completed the weekly quest yet? Oh. Oh no, the quest was actually to do 2 of the strikes, and I've been doing the incursions and the end bosses. Whoops. Alright, well, we'll fix that in a minute. And these 2 quests in anyway, I'll take my coins. Unrelated, do you think Blizzard will fix the turning slowly bug? There's a turn... don't take this the wrong way. But if you're keyboard turning, you're already doing it wrong. That's what your mouse is for. I didn't even know there was a turning slow bug, but with the amount of bugs that there is in the game, I would very much assume they probably won't fix it. Hey, there's my 2 extra souls. I need 1 more. I need literally 1 more. Yeah, hold right mouse button and wiggle. A and D should be keybound to strafe, in my opinion. That way you physically can't keyboard turn it. But I didn't know there was a bug. The raid looks very spicy, by the way. What, difficulty-wise? Do we think it's a toughie?
My magic is potent. Do not test me. May you always find victory.
Still no mythic raid kill. Nobody killed the first boss on mythic even. The first boss is usually a gimme boss, isn't it, really? Oh, okay. I'm 70% on the purge. Spoils of the vaults. Need to do a few more odds and ends then. Is this... Oh no, this is the one that gives me the champion piece of gear. I need something that's going to give me... Something that gives me a corrosive soul. Oh, it's the upstairs quest to do 3 surges, isn't it? That gives you the other corrosive souls. It's this one, isn't it? Is it? Oh, apparently not. Oh, the world boss. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do it. Let's go kill the world boss on this dude quickly. Yeah. The world boss gives a corrosive soul. Maybe 2 even, in fact.
A fair wind brought you to me, eh?
While I'm flying upstairs, I'm going to go grab a pee. Grab a pee? You know what I mean. Jack, send us an invite if you want to jump in a group. Back in 2.
Snakes have broken into the camp and infested our supplies. Get rid of them.
Righty. Okay. Here we go. Aha, close, but no cigar. Oh wait, are you Alliance? You stinky Alliance? Human? I don't think we can do the I don't think we can do it cross faction. Unless we make the whole group ourselves, which I can't be bothered doing. I mean, let's go find out, I suppose. Oh, no. Why is me... Oh, I haven't got my favourite mount button. E-bound. You're in a group, go down to the world one, you should be able to join together. Yeah, cross-faction is still weird for this sort of stuff. We'll find out. Let's see. Oh. Either make me leader, Jack, or get moving. Can we enter? Oh. Yeah, it's put us in a group. Can we two-man it? I don't think we can do this as a Can we now technically do this? Does this work? Can we fill it up this way? Ooh, more alliance. Groups fill up quickly, do they? Need 3 or 4 people in before people are like, oh, it's actually a group, and we'll start pressing the button. That, or we're 1 week into the patch and world content's dead. Do it with the genie in a bottle right now to fill this group a bit faster. Could do with 3 wishes, at least. Methinks just join. Oh, we might be getting somewhere. Teflon, you better be a tank. Arms warrior. With a name like Teflon, shit don't stick. Okay, we're good now. We're rocking. What does it try and build the group to? Does it go all the way to 40 man? Via this? I imagine it does. Oh, 30? Right, this better give me some of those corrupted souls. I need 1. 1! And I can never have to worry about a corrosive soul ever again. This whole journey would have been done an hour ago if I had just 1 more level 90. Right, let's get this trash out of the way. Oh my god. I have a DK tank dozer, which was supposed to be a tank, but never gets to actually tank with it, except open world stuff. It's all good. It's all good.
Have you come to play?
Right, I can't for the life of me remember what she does, so let's see. Yeah, cool.
Beautiful, but deadly.
Is there a quest to kill her? Defeat Nerissa Wavecaller in the Tidebound Grotto. There is.
My friends have come to play.
Out of curiosity, is this a shareable quest?
Bubbles of trouble.
I don't know. Won't let me right click on it while we're in combat.
Darkened. The sea is swell.
Kill ads, right? Surely? I'm melee, what am I doing? I don't go kill ads. Means running. Hell no. It's a range job.
My friends have come to play. Bubbles of trouble. The skies
we go.
darken. The seas swell.
Move to a safe spot during the waves. That shit one-shots me. I'll press bubble if that happens. Oh! One.
I call the swirling vortex. Beautiful, but deadly.
There's a lot of paladins in this group. Is Ret Pop like paladins doing something good this season? Why is there like 50% paladins in this group?
Bubbles of trouble.
Ret is king? Is that what it is? Is Ret just doing numbers all of a sudden?
Skies darken. The seas swell.
I mean, I know Ret's the most played class and spec like in the entire game, but it is disproportionately heavy on paladins at the moment.
My friends have come to play.
They do numbers until they aren't again. It's funny, one of the
Bubbles of trouble.
I'm not going to name names, but there's a one of the most
Skies darken.
proactive people about reporting bugs in the WoW creator Discord is a Ret Paladin. And I can guarantee on a daily basis he's found something new that's gone wrong. Hey, souls. Not our souls. A souls. What do we got? Need because. Need because. Greed. Need because. And greed. If I win anything with the 55 rets in here, it's going to be a miracle. Oh my god, I'm actually top of the tree. What's the other plate wearer that's going to knock me off my mantle here? On a 1 of 6 veteran item. Ah, I got beaten by... stupid 25 flipping rets. Stupid. This is literally why flipping this sort of stuff should be personal loot. Outbid by the 75 other ret paladins in this group. I should have banned all plate wearers. Closing down a Discord does wonders, I heard. Or true. Talk about making a stance. Right, well anyway. I got the souls I needed. In fact, I've now got more souls than I need. Surprise, surprise, yet another fucking trinket. Can this game stop giving me trinkets, please? Genuinely, please stop giving me trinkets. I'm sure it's quite a good one, but oh god. Sick to death of seeing trinkets. Arms warriors are blasting? Warriors? Do they still exist? Warriors are like priests. Never
Snakes
see
have
them.
broken into the camp and infested our supplies.
I mean,
Get
not
rid
quite
of
as
them.
bad as rogues. You'd think you'd never see rogues because they're always in stealth, but I think there's only about 3 people that play rogues anymore. I'm a priest since vanilla. Oh yeah, they're the only priests that still exist. I mean, you could say the rest of the priests are in jail. Ah! It's a politically fueled joke. Right, let's get the last remaining. Let's go stand in here then. Last remaining corrosive power unlock. And we've at least then achieved something this stream. 3 hours in and I still feel as if I've done nothing. That's one thing this game is very good at, by the way. Completely absorbing humongous amounts of time without you even realising it. Petrified finally gone up a little. I think I'll dump my stock. I mean, there were like 750 gold or something earlier when we looked. I sold all of mine at 640, I think, yesterday. Alrighty. Huzzah! Every single one unlocked. Never have to care about souls ever again, ever again. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Now then, all I need to actually remember to do is to use 2 of them whenever I'm doing something. That's the next trick, isn't it? And I don't technically need to be here on this dude. Right, back to doing delves, I think. Future souls you can trade in for the coins. Yeah, like 100 each or something. It's like some... When I need 20,000 to get the next rank, the next upgrade there. Well, undercoins, actually. Yeah. I think there's more value in turning them into undercoins, honestly. With all of the cosmetics that they put on undercoins every season, that's actually more valuable to me. Ah. Oh, it's this one. Gnaldor Isle, bountiful today. Let's give that a whack. Give it a slap. Be right back. Need to make a ham and cheese sandwich. Oddly specific, but sure. Enjoy your sarnie wedge. Getting hungry as well, you know, to be fair. My goal for today was to get to rank 4 of the delve journey. I don't think I'm quite going to make it, but we got distracted with a Souls detour. But it's, you know, it's a box ticked as far as I'm concerned. It's where the hell? Go away. Shit, now I'm still in combat. With this pigeon over here. You know what's really funny? I've been playing flipping Pal World so much recently. I keep looking for the northeast southwest compass thing at the top of my screen, and there isn't one. I almost want to look for an add-on that does exactly that. Because obviously with Pal World, you don't have the mini-map. You just have the compass. And I got so used to looking at the compass for like directions that I now miss it when I'm playing WoW. Right, let's check and make sure I've got another map to use in here. Yeah. Remind me. I mean, I can just blast it now, can't I? No limitation on doing maps. Right, let's make sure we've got both of our. So, I use Ulatek's gift because it puts a dot on the mobs. If you are poisoned, it applies 5 stacks of said dot. When a target reaches 20 stacks, it takes the remainder of all its damage. Now, by itself, this isn't very good. It's very good, though, if you're permanently poisoned. Which is what we can simulate by using Valera's Venom Infusion, because this keeps you permanently poisoned. So there's a nice little synergy there, a little bit of wombo combo. But if we're using this, there's also Insidious Venom, which just makes your DPS go absolute burr. Usually you'd use this to make yourself poisoned to trigger this to be even better. So this is a good combo in the first place. Is there anything else that benefits from you being poisoned? Damage split between all nearby enemies. Harmful spells and abilities have a chance to pull nearby enemies in. Chance during combat to apply a cloud to party members. Afflicted allies, spells and abilities poison their target, doing nature damage over 5 seconds. While afflicted enemies, spells and abilities additionally will heal their targets. Got below 50% petrify everything. Taking damage has a chance to fortify you, reducing the income damage by 75% up to a cap. The damage cap is increased for each poisoned enemy. Chance during combat to begin an Ouroboros cycle, increasing all tertiaries, then secondaries, then main stat. In this state, slaying an enemy causes 1 additional cycle to occur after the last. While you are poisoned, each cycle's duration is extended by 1 second. So it's 6 seconds, 6 seconds, and 6 seconds. When I'm permanently poisoned. There's a bit of combo there. Veil yourself in 5 layers of mucus. Each stack negates an instance of incoming damage that would exceed 5% of your health. Dealing damage to a poisoned enemy has a very low chance to grant you a layer of mucus. Defensive, boring. By Valera tanks. Chance to inflict poison on the strongest enemy, dealing nature damage every second for a minute. Next time the afflicted target would cast an An interruptible spell or ability. The accursed poison triggers, interrupting it immediately before removing itself. Oh, so that's like saves you doing an interrupt. Interesting. Apply a poison to all nearby enemies that does damage every 2 seconds for a minute. On death, the poison and its remaining duration are transferred to a new target. I wonder if that ends up being better than Insidious Venom, you know. This is like single target nuke damage on cooldown. This has got to just be... Surely you can have flipping plague going on everything. I don't know. We'll use this for now because I just know it's a combo that works. We'll test some others now that we've got them all unlocked. What are we doing in here then? Say hello to you. Go. I love learning. Sure you do, mate. Sure you do. Bone piles investigated. Hearts extracted. Okay.
Breathe deep, vermin.
Yeah, my...
No!
Oh! I got turned off. Hello? Hello? What happened there then? Ah! Avoid that. Jesus. I stopped looking for 3 seconds and got one shot. That's always fun. We'll try that again.
You're not finished.
Still haven't figured out how you get that. How you get what? What have I missed?
Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Oh, okay, 1 heart harvest. 6 of those, apparently.
Casting a spell. I don't think so.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that when that Insidious Venom thing pops off, my strength will go to, like, probably over 5,000 for a small period of time, which means you just delete everything in sight.
Casting a spell. I don't think so.
Okay, that muck wave seems to have absolutely no tell on where it's going to cast. That's fun. Oh, the corrupted altar powers. They're downstairs in the new zone. You collect souls, and then for every 8 souls you collect, you get a power. We've cheesed it over the last few days to get all of the powers unlocked.
Breathe deep, vermin.
There was a brown cone effect. Did I just not see it? That's always possible.
A deadly poison.
Some people have said that delves are whacked. Haven't seen any issues as of yet. Other than very, very odd interactions with Valera. Sometimes she does sometimes she does 15k DPS. And then sometimes she does 500,000 DPS. And it is seemingly a little bit random when she decides to, like, play game or not.
Your dances with
But
me.
for the delves themselves, they seem to be working fine for me. Not done humongous amounts of them yet, but enough. No globulations.
me.
Which rare is it? Venom Crazed Tortolan. See if you're going to give me an interesting ability. Oh, hello.
A deadly poison.
Like now, for example, Valeria was doing like 50k DPS for some reason. I don't know.
Eyes on me, scoundrel. This is for you.
Now my bank's taking up space, not using them. But what are you cleaning out your banks? Either I'm doing a really poor job at keeping up with chat today, or I've missed something here.
I wouldn't cross me if I were you. My loyalties are my own.
Song I never understood, thought it was a happy song until somebody told me what it was about. I never listened to the lyrics in songs ever. Oh yeah, shooting kids. Yeah, fun. Yeah, school shootings. Yeah, lovely.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
Yeah, it's got that kind of like boopity 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 boop upbeat kind of tempo to it, and then you're like, oh yeah,
I wouldn't
oh
cross
those
me
are
if
those
I were
lyrics.
you.
Okay, I see.
A deadly poison.
Hello, dying.
Silence.
Ow,
Had enough
that
of your
thing
tricks.
really hurts. Well, we've extracted loads of hearts. Now we just need to do these bone piles.
Eyes on me, scoundrel.
I don't really even need to kill Valeria's agony at the moment, because she doesn't really seem to take damage. If you lot out there are interested, I would get some delves done ASAP, because I'm expecting some pretty hefty nerfs to Valeria. I know, you know, I progressed her, got her to level 60 in Season 1, so they might have, like, tuned her on the basis of that they didn't expect everybody to have level 60 Valerias, and some people have gone out of their way to push it to 80, but she seems absolutely cracked OP at the moment. Oh, that mud wave is a frontal conal. Well, I'll just make sure I stay behind him.
Eyes on me, scoundrel. Let's
Any more
talk.
for any more?
Your dances with me.
What the hell are you doing over there? Crazy woman. What's the plot?
This is for you.
Is it worth going and getting... How many more do I need? I need 3 bone piles. I can do the ones up here. Don't need to go down there. You stay asleep, fella. You're good.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks. Breathe deep, burn.
Valera seems to be leveling pretty efficiently anyway. I mean, I know people did cheese last week. You can get to like max level in about 4 hours. It's just 4 hours of repeatedly running over curios though that I wasn't... Or the mislaid curiosity things that I wasn't too keen to do. But she seems to be leveling up pretty quickly just from doing bountifuls. About half a level it feels per bountiful. Maybe a little bit less, but even still. You'll get to 80. Quick enough, I think. But yeah, the fact that I didn't cheese her to 80 last week and still she absolutely nukes the shit out of everything feels, I mean, powerful. We just know how the fun police jump on anything that's almost considered fun. Just before Journey 6, Valera's now up to 73. You've been smashing them delves, man. How many characters are you doing that on? Or are you not doing bountifuls on them all, you're just like spamming delves? Surely it's the bountiful chests that give the... I suppose the Nemesis chests are actually pretty good for the rep, aren't they?
I've had enough of your tricks.
13, just doing 1 to 2 bountifuls per at the moment. Oh, so you're just cycling through them. Yeah, I don't have 13 level 90s. There's my first problem.
Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Where's she gone?
Marked for death.
I'm doing similar damage on my 280 item level paladin as I feel I do on my 300 item level hunter. Something's wrong there. Maybe that's why everybody's playing Ret this season. That if I had 300 item level gear on this dude, the numbers would be totally busted.
Let's pause to refresh ourselves.
Shards are a big problem this season. Shards? Coffee key shards. Can't you do a lap around the new zone for 5 minutes? Treasures giving you like a bunch of them, right? 25 per treasure or something. That's how I got pretty much all of my coffer keys last season.
Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Now, of course, if they're not professionals, I can see why you wouldn't be doing that, but...
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
Wow, she nearly died. What happened there?
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
Maybe they listen. Maybe they're listening. Live hot fixes. Literally 3 seconds after I said Valera never dies, she's literally nearly dead.
I've had enough of your tricks.
Yeah, Rhett's up front burst is actually disgusting. Happy with the music choice today? Yeah, with it, I've gone for some... I know I end up very often listening to like dance music or EDM or something, but I've gone for a touch more chill today. Just some, you know, some classic bangers. A little bit easier listening, rather than go, go, go tunes.
I don't think so.
Oh, let's not stand in Bone Storm. Even I know that hurts.
Marked for death. Kill it. Empower me. A deadly poison.
Boom! What's this? Complete each story variation. Oh, achievement progress. I was like, what the hell's going on? I've only got 2 out of the 3.
Let's pause to refresh ourselves.
Who put the treasure all the way back here? Need to get an Uber just to go get me treasure. Use Divine Toll after you use Wake of Ashes and the hammer that pops up. Oh, I'm just scrolling mouse wheel. I'm not playing it seriously enough to try and figure out rotations and optimize stuff. Game's doing that bit for me. I appreciate the tips, though. Go on, give me something good. Not a trinket, please. Anything but a fucking trinket. Aha! A trinket. That wasn't the one out. That's not the hero trinket, though. I'm fucking sick to death of trinkets. Is it better than what I've got? Let's try and figure out what it does. Spells and abilities have a chance to grant you 341 of a random secondary stat and 170 of a random tertiary stat for 12 seconds. Increase crit by 249 for 15 seconds. Well, that's less of a number, but for longer. But it's always crit. which I kind of quite like crit. The fact it's a plus strength trinket in the first place. Send a oh, you see, my obsidian bone whistle is an on-use trinket, which I'm clearly not using. We'll swap it out for that one. Because I am so slack with how I play, unequipped trinkets are preferential. New curio, yoink, don't mind if I do. Oh, look, a soul I definitely don't need any more of. Good to see. Hey, another trinket. Fuck you, game. Essence trap. And hero shoulders. Yes, please. That is a win. Hero shoulders. Take those. I got hero legs on this dude as well. I got 2 potential catalyst options already. I haven't actually got the set pieces, mind, but at least 2 hero track pieces of gear that will be catalysted at some point. If the vault doesn't bless me. Ooh, we got 2 of these. Give me another champion piece of gear. Ha! Fucking champion shoulders. Oh, I swear this game hates me sometimes. Don't know what I'd do to deserve this atrocious loot luck. I swear I am below average on loot luck, like literally every day. Yeah, I've spent all of my streamer luck, clearly. Is there only like 3... Where's all of the curios this season, by the way? Why is there only 3 of each of it? Like, I swear there was like at least 5 of each last season. Is it because they've given us poisons instead? There's only 3 per? Why have they cheaped out on that? I swear there was more last season. To be fair, it doesn't really make much difference because eventually everybody just uses the same ones anyway, because there's always a mathematical winner. But okay. Nearly up to level 3, which gives us this treasure hunter dun-dun thing. Right, where else is delve worthy? Up here. Arthalon Plaza. Where's the other one? I swear I've only done 2 delves on this paladin. Where's the other one? That would be 3. And they're meant to be 4 a day. Eh? I swear there's meant to be 4 delves. Oh, I must be losing the plot, genuinely. Oh, we got a 4 sparks, actually. Do I do the same as I did on my main and just craft a nice big juicy 2-handed weapon? Oh, but that said, hero crests might be lacking. Are we getting there? Two silver moon, 1 isle, 1 coiled isle. Or maybe I have done 3 then. Because I'm capped on shards, and I've only got 3 keys left. So maybe I have done 3 bountifulls on this dude. I'm losing the plot, clearly. That one we're not gonna want to do. Okay, I want to keep my quest log as tight as possible on alts. What's this one? Oh, that's rubbish. Go away. This one bountiful yesterday as well. Where this was bountiful yesterday. Is there any reason I should be doing higher than 8s? What item level have I got? 283. Fuck it, we're doing 11s. 309, we're close enough. 309, close enough.
Oh, there you are.
I'm just wondering if you get more journey rep by doing the higher ones. It would make sense, wouldn't it? Check that none of this has gone wonky-saurus. No, that's all still Gucci. Casual 1,000 gold in the bin. Check you're still doing what you should be doing. Oh, you'll ding 64 in a second as well. Defend the plaza.
Your dance is with me.
Oh, go on, Valera. Go on, 300k burst.
Let's talk.
Have it. I told you, she's absolutely cracked.
Eyes on me, scoundrel.
Oh, okay, apart from you decided to go over there for some reason.
This is for you.
She's a tank doing more damage than a mythic raider. Seriously broken, I swear.
Casting a spell? I don't think so.
Okay. Let's go this way. Why can't I do nothing with you? Why are you shiny but I can't do nothing with you?
Your dance is with me.
Pick a side, Valera. How am I meant to
That's
smack him in the ass if you keep facing me? Stop facing me! No blobby blobbies. No blobby blobbies. Technical terms, by the way. Nothing but technical terms.
breathe deep. your tricks.
I'm going to give it the old kiss of death here. This 11 feels easier than the 8s. Oh, fuck my life. I swear I don't do that deliberately.
Your dance is with me.
Sometimes I swear the game's listening. Oh, you said it's too easy? Delete.
This is for you.
Do some M plus to get better gear. You couldn't pay me to do Mythic plus. I'm very aware there's the opportunity for better gear via Mythic plus, but it's not my cup of tea.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
Where's the... Oh, okay, we need to go upstairs and up and across, actually, for that one. $100k gold. You can keep it. Like I said, you couldn't pay me to do Mythic plus.
Breathe deep, burn.
Oh, you're a tanky blueberry, aren't you? You are taking it. Why are you so tanky? Not even an elite.
Your dance is with me.
No, to provide a little bit more context on that relatively negative statement about Mythic Plus, the circle jerk and the toxicity in Mythic Plus is just not something I
This is for you.
play an entertainment product for. Mythic Plus is absolutely fine if you've got a handful of people that you can consistently play with and enjoy just, you know, chatting shit on Discord. The pug world of Mythic Plus, though, is one of the most cancerous things in video games. So, regardless of how much gear comes from it, I'm not willing to subject myself to that. Not my idea of fun. Can I get... I need to go all the way over there anyway for the last Nemesis boss.
Scoundrel. Casting a spell. I don't think so.
I'm a big fan of the fact that they've tried to put more conscious effort into making a relatively solo gearing path. Sure, it pretty much stops before you get mythic gear, but I'm more than content with that.
Take it down.
I enjoy that journey, and if it means I don't have to spend too much of my time applying for groups like I'm trying to apply for jobs. It's I'll happily avoid Mythic Plus.
Your dances with me.
In theory, I could just cheese you lot for some boosts if I wanted to. Now, for in more detail, this is actually just an ult. I'm only using this ult to get Seasonal Journey for the Delves, so that I can get the Myth Crests. If you reach Journey rank 4, you start being able to get the gilded boxes at the end of tier 11 Delves, which give you that drip feed of Mythic Crests. Because it's unlockable this week now, it feels sort of sensible to get it, because every week without it is less Myth Crests, in my world at least. So this is just doing some delves on an ult for the journey points, the renown. And potentially eventually this character as well, but there's some pretty interesting rewards on the Delver's Journey this season. I think it's it's 9 where you get the bonus, or was that the Prey Journey? Shit, I can't remember. Either or.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
You get the bonus champion and then the bonus hero gear. I think that's tier 9 on the Prey Journey, isn't it? The bonus hero gear. Which is practically gated behind 1 rank a week, isn't it? I mean, it's not, but it requires a significant effort to get ahead of the game on that one.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
Good tank in there, Valera. Love it. Took that one straight to the face. Not standing in that. Devouring Nova doesn't sound fun, and I can't remember what it does. Okay, it does that.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks.
That ad needs to go. Yeah, the interestingly, the actual delve, tier 8, tier 11, doesn't feel any different whatsoever. Not any different at all. Have to maybe slightly pay a little bit more attention on the boss there, but genuinely, that 11 was basically as easy as the tier 8s. And in some regards easier, because it felt quicker. It's weird. I swear Valera's scaling is all over the place. But while it's a thing, I'll take it. Wait, hang on. What? Did that give me... Oh, okay. Beautiful. Renown 3. Dun Hide and Seek unlocked. The Shrine of Abundance now has a chance to manifest within a bountiful delve. You may acquire the effigy of the Dun toy from Telemancer in Silvermoon City. Okay. we get them? 295. Ta-da! A fucking trinket. I hate this game sometimes. I swear at least 50% of my gear since the season has started has been trinkets. At least 50% of my gear has been trinkets. It's actually busted. And an absolute dog shit trinket at that. Ooh, that's cool though. 4% movement speed, 4% haste. The effect is reversed for the first 12 seconds of combat. Nobody cares, that's fine. Ooh, Nibblesworth. I don't own that pet. We'll take that. Sneaky. How short is this playlist? Good question. It's only 3 hours long. Means we might be encroaching on a bit of a repeat. Journey 6 acquired. Jesus, 6 already. Pumping. I got all trinkets last season. Blizz loves trinkets. Oh no, I think there's way too many trinkets in the game. The loot pool probably is more than 50% trinkets. That's half the issue. Oh, the playlist is actually on shuffle as well. There's a... Random is not as random as you think. It might have just, yeah. That's probably why. Okay. I actually then think that's all the Battlefuls I can do on this dude today. That's 4. Although I could have swore that was only 3, but... I'm tempted to craft this dude a weapon. Did I get enough, Oh, not quite got enough hero crests. Well, maybe tomorrow then. Maybe tomorrow. Okay, I now have 2 options. I can either, this is a scary thought, play the mage, or I can play my second hunter. So, I am tempted to go get some lunch. Druid's an option, I suppose. We could do Druid. Druid is also there, I suppose. How does Bear Druid work if we're going to have Valera tanking? Do I go Boomy? Do I go Boomkin just so Valera can tank? And in this quest, where is it? Hello? Where are you? Oh. Flag.
Baladash Malanor.
Oh. I was going to say, surely that's not going to give me another spark. I've already got 4. 2-handed veteran weapon. Yeah, I'm tempted to make a 318 weapon with this dude. With the 4 sparks. I just need a few more hero crests, but maybe a couple of delves on this dude tomorrow. Should... Is it 80 or is it 100 crests you need for a two-handed weapon? 80. I'm still short either way. Maybe that's why I should have been doing my tier 11 delves. I mean, the gear's all over the shop on this dude anyway. I only got a few pieces of gear on this dude last week because I didn't really do much with him. Oh, it's okay. I haven't got a single ring. Single new ring. I don't know. He's chilling. He's chilling. Chat. I think to be honest, I was really tired before I started the stream today, and obviously being on zero cam mode today, I might just take it easy today. Go get myself some lunch. We've got, I got some progress though. Definitely got some progress. I'm intrigued to now see what this Dun treasure hunt thing accumulates to being. In the Bountiful Delves. Maybe I'll go explore some Bountiful Delves with the Druid later. But my aim is to unlock number 4. Gilded Stash now appears after completing the tier 11s, which will appear 4 times a week and will reward both hero and mist crests. The sooner I can start getting myth crests on my main, you know, the better, really. So unlocking this quite soon is important to me. Loot Fever's been absolutely blasting and is apparently renowned 6 already. And is working on unlocking Renown 7, which is kind of crazy. What are we getting later on down the journey? The chance to gain additional boons from misladen curiosities. And starting week 3 of the season, Zoran will appear at the end of Delves offering champion gear. You may acquire the Corroded Soul Crusher mount. Corroded Soul Crusher mount. Okay. You may now purchase 2 keys per week at 6. 6 is boring then. What's 7? Delvobot 701. Oh yeah, that's cool. That was very useful last expansion. Press it and it just pings you straight to the Bountiful Delve. Loved it. Loved it. Look forward to getting that again. Champion Warbound equipment may now be obtained from tier 9 delves and above. Yo, you unlock 8 early in the season. Loot Fever, this is your challenge, surely. You get tier 8 Champion Warbound equipment from tier 9 delves. At that point, you just spam tier 9 delves, right? It says you may be obtained. I imagine the drop chance is probably low as shit, right? Easy doable this week if we're not capped. I'm already only running 11s. Yeah, I mean with Valera's she's just cracked. There's no reason to not run 11s, honestly. As long as you don't get one shot by the boss at the end, there's no reason to not do 11s, honestly. It's kind of mad. I think she's broken. I think they're going to change it. Tier 11 Bountiful Coffers now have a chance to provide either a piece of hero equipment or untainted mana crystals that can be used to purchase powerful equipment from Zaran. Tiers 8, 9 and 10 Bountiful Coffers also reward smaller quantities of the untainted mana crystals. Wait, Tier 11 Bountiful Coffers now have a chance to provide you either a piece of hero equipment or untainted mana crystals. So, it's going to be funny to see if they do put a cap on this season, you know. Otherwise, people like yourself can just mass spam delves this week. Unlock the whole fucking lot. and be like getting hero equipment at the delves. Bender's capped to week 3 anyway. But yeah, look at what the tooltip actually says. Have a chance to provide either a piece of hero equipment or the mana crystals. If it just gives you hero equipment, part of me wonders why all the Race to World First guys are not blasting the fuck out of delves. I guess they're doing splits and getting their hero gear quicker and easier that way, but who knows? You might hit renowned 7 or something, and then it's capped and you can't go any further. They've capped the season progress before, haven't they? So who knows? Anyway, tangent squirrels. I'm going to go get me some lunch. Boys and girls, thank you very much for sticking around today. We've just sort of been mostly chilling. Chat, look after yourselves. Best of luck with any goblinry activities. I hope your loot drops are more promising than mine. May the RNG gods be with you. Come say hi on the Discord, and I'll catch you all next time. Have a good one. Peace. Go say hi to Goldson, by the way. We're going to do a cheeky raid on Goldson. Go say hi. Send him some love. In a bit.